Hello, I'm Captain Phoenix and welcome to my corner. This video is about Sam Records. Sam Records is a French one-man run company who releases a lot of good jazz music in a superb quality. I'm gonna show you and tell you about some of the releases, and we're going to visit Sam Records in Paris and have a talk with the founder and the owner, Fred Thomas. And in the end of the video, I'll show you the very latest release from Sam Records. It is not on the street yet, but here in the middle of May, it'll be shipped to all the customers who've ordered it. So stay tuned. Sam Records is a company established in 2011, so it's just over 10 years old now. And Sam Records specializes in releasing jazz records made in France, most of them made in Paris, in the 1950s and 1960s. The concept or the idea is to release the records in the best possible quality. This means going back to finding the original master tapes and put a maximum effort in the mastering process and the pressing. So the pressing is done at some quality pressing plants. So the acoustic side of the records is very, very good. They're flat. I've got several of them. I'm going to show them to you in a second. They're flat. They're good quality. They're noiseless. So it's really good. But the visual side of the records is also very important for Sam Records, for Fred Thomas, and he goes back and tries to find the original negatives for the images which is on the jackets. So the images, they look very, very good as well, and it's very nicely printed. There's only, I think, 25 or 30 releases on Sam Records. It's not limited releases, but they sell out, of course, from time to time. But they tend to come back after some time. But with the business and the record and the pressing plants, it's recording industry and the pressing plants. It might take some time. But I'll show you some of them and say a little about it. And it all started with this one. This is Nathan Davis, A Peace Treaty. It was this recording that Fred Thomas promised himself to release in the best possible sound quality, which meant meeting and actually befriending Nathan Davis, visiting him in USA, and Nathan Davis came to Paris, and I think they befriended each other, and this was the release that started Sam Records. And there's another release which I would like to show you with Nathan Davis. It's a triple album, and it's in this nice gatefold with a really, really good image on the front, and it's even better on the inside when you can see here Nathan Davis with his very young daughter taken in Paris. I think it's in the middle of the 60s. This recording. Fred Thomas told me that Nathan Davis knew this was being made and had allowed it, of course, but he didn't live to see and to hear it come out. He died a short time before, so that's a little sad, but it's good that it was released. Another musician which we meet on Sam Records is Donald Byrd, here with Bobby Jasper. This is from Cannes, so it's from the south of France. This jackets are so glossy, so it's hard to show you, but I hope you can see this very nice black and white image here. And there's a couple of others. It's more hard bop. It's lively. There's a lot of energy in it, as we know Charlie Byrd normally is. But very nice records, very good. I can really recommend them. We see here all the jackets are made with a flip over and a lot of information and text in French on the back here, so it's maybe not so easy to read. An artist which is also well represented in the catalog of Sam Records. This is Chet Baker. Here we got Volume 1, and another one is Volume 2 from with his quartet in Paris as well. It's more like cool jazz, as we know. Chet Baker. It's softer. It's very easy to access. It's really jazz that does not scare anybody away, but it's not boring. It's really recommendable. And here, as in the others, there's some extra images inside. Here we see one of the very young and rather handsome Chet Baker. Same size as the record, 12 inches. And the images are taken, I think all of them, by the French photographer Jean-Pierre Leloir, which must have been very active on the jazz scene in the 50s and the 60s, because he's taken a lot of fantastic photos from that time. So, and some of Chet Baker as well. This one record is a 10-inch with Miles Davis. This is a soundtrack for a movie called Stairways to the Scaffold. In French, it's L'ascenseur pour les chansons, I think, pardon my French. And this is from 57, and it's very much like Kind of Blue, not with the same musicians, of course, as with many of them local French musicians, but it's made in the same way. It's for a movie, which Miles Davis saw before, and then he gathered the musicians and gave them very few instructions of what to play while the movie was running. So it is like what he did with the Kind of Blue 2 years later, and I think you can hear that this is the same. Maybe not at that level, because Kind of Blue is fantastic and it's maybe the best record in jazz, but this is definitely good as well. Very interesting. The movie has some nice black and white photos from Paris from '58, but the movie itself is maybe not. It's not as good as the record. One of the players here, the saxophonist Barney Villan, you can hear on this record, Jazz sur scène, and that's with Milt Jackson as well, playing piano on this one. Not so usual for him, but it's a great record, and I think if I should suggest you only one record from Sam Records, it would be this one. It's very accessible. It's very nice. It's good interplay with the musicians. So I'll start with this one, but I'll suggest that you buy all the others as well. And as we see here on the label, it's a poly-lined inner sleeves with Sam Records, and the labels are also made in the like the original labels. It looks fantastic, and so it checks all the boxes, and I'm happy with all my records from Sam Records. The newest one, which has not, well, it has been released, but I think it has not been sent out yet, is this one with Lester Young. Le dernier message de Lester Young, the last message from Lester Young. It's a 10-inch, and it's 12-inch, of course, but with a 10-inch record inside. I'll get back to that a little later. But first we have to visit Sam Records in Paris. I went there some days ago, and had to go to the shop, of course, and visit Fred Thomas, who was there, and made a little interview with him. So come with me to Paris. So I'm in Paris, and I'm just outside Sam Records. You can see the shop here, and we'll go inside and see what's happening. So here we got all the Sam Records releases. Oh, that one of them that's still available. They're coming back, many of them. So, and audiophile records, the lost recordings here. This looks like Sarah 1. Yeah, Miles Davis. Tone, Poet, acoustic sounds, a lot of good stuff. All new, and over here some second-hand records. So, and it's jazz
little blues. It's jazz, all of it. So it's maybe an enormous shop, but it's a nice, a lot of nice records. So yeah, and over here, busy by the corner.
Hello.
Hello, Fred. Fred, good
Hello.
to see you. Good to see you.
How are you?
Thank you, fine.
Fine.
Happy to be able to visit you here in Paris. I'm from Copenhagen, so it's a nice thing to do when you're in town. So I just thought I'd stop by. Yeah, and maybe ask you a few questions.
Yes.
That's
Of
good.
course.
Because I see over there we got some tapes
Yeah.
with Lester Young on it.
Yeah. Copy of the master tapes.
Yes, copy of the master tapes.
Yeah.
And that's for the newest release you made.
No, it's for all reissue.
Okay, older
Yeah,
issue.
the first and the second title in 2011.
Okay, so one of
The
very
first Chet Baker and the Lester
Okay.
Young, the Daniel
Yeah,
Message.
so you have a copy and
Yeah.
some nice equipment to play it on. I see.
Yes.
Yes. Do you use it actually?
Yes.
You do.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't have enough tapes.
To
But
really.
yes,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I like this.
It's a nice
It's
nice
for
thing.
me.
Yeah. That's good. So you're running the shop here. You are taking care of all the steps in the process of making the records, finding
Yeah.
the tapes, and you must be a busy man.
Yes, I'm
You
a busy
are?
man. Yes.
And as I understand it, this is not the only thing you do.
No. I have 3 jobs.
You have free jobs. Free
Yes.
jobs.
In the
Yes.
morning, I'm working on the photographic press agency.
Okay. Yes.
The afternoon for the label, and Friday afternoon and
Saturday.
Saturday.
You're
Yeah.
here. Yes.
In
And
the
I see
shop.
you're busy doing the packing as well. Yeah. That's good.
Yes.
So the photography work, is that related to the nice images we get on the jackets?
Yeah,
It is. So you're both into the acoustic and the visual.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they look incredible and feels good and sounds good.
I like the sounds, I like the music, and I like the object, the photography,
Yes.
and the cover sleeve.
And you're able to both with the tapes and with the negatives sometimes to get back to the original material.
Yes, the most complicated sometimes is to find the negative, the original negative, because it's from the 50s. So
is there any register where you can search on it, or do you have to know people? And
I know some people, some
Yes.
old photographer, but they are dead today, and I need to discuss with the daughter and so on.
Yeah. Okay. So that's quite messy. Yeah. Okay. That's good. The prices of your record is very fair. I think that's the common.
I try to.
Yeah, to keep them down.
Because I'm a customer too, so
yes. Yeah.
to pay 80 euros or 60 euros for one record,
or 100 euros,
yes, or 100 euros. I think it's
too
much expensive. So I'm a standard consumer.
Okay, yes. But it's audiophile releases. They sound so good, and it's only 30 euros.
Yes,
more plus minus. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But the prices on vinyl has gone up. The vinyl pressing are busy and so on. Doesn't that affect you?
I try to not I don't know in English repercute.
Yes, to bring it on to the
the price of
the pressing and
the
all
pressing
the
price
is
going
okay.
up.
Yeah, but you try to.
I try to.
to slow down. That's nice. We're happy for that as customers. Yeah, that's good. And the quality of your records, as I know you're very aware of that. Inspect them. You inspect them visually when
yes.
packing.
When I send my records from through my website, I check all the records before sending them.
That's incredible. So what we get as customers has been checked and is perfect. All the ones I've got. How about what you get from the pressing plant? Is that the same story, or you have some issues sometimes?
It's complicated for the pressing plant today.
Yes.
Too much record to press, and not enough pressing plant. And good quality.
Good, yes.
It's a big problem today.
Yes.
It's not a question of price. It's not a question of delay.
Okay.
And quality.
Yes, and they are busy as well. So yeah. Okay. But you keep on with your 3 jobs, and I'm doing this music. Do you have any plans for the next release or some of the future releases?
Yes.
Already?
I'm working on a studio recorded by Donald Byrd and Bobby Jasper in Paris for the a radio show. Yes. But in studio, recorded in 1958.
That's more or less
this
the
should
same
be playing
time.
at the end of this year.
So it should be ready there. Yeah. For studio recording.
And I'm working on a Malwell drum trio too.
Yeah.
And another, but it's secret.
It's a secret. We'll find out in the future. Yes. Yeah. I know that with your latest recording, the Lester Young, there's a small 10 inch.
Yes.
Of the very latest
this
recording
is the last Yes, it's the last track recorded by Lester in Paris 4 days before he died. He's tired, okay, but
I haven't heard it for good reasons. But
it's a document.
Yes,
and this is the last studio session, not a live session in club. It's a studio session.
And this is a studio session. And has that ever been released before?
No.
So it's
because they find this session in the vault of the French radio 1 year ago.
Yeah. So it's a world premiere.
Yeah.
You must be
and
proud.
I make a special 10-inch for this track.
Yes, only on the one side.
Yes,
I see that.
One track on one side, but with a cover from a picture, a photo, black and white photo from the session.
Yeah. Jean-Pierre Leloir. Yes, a good photographer we've seen. Yeah, that's good. So we'll look forward to listen to that to get that. And again, I say thank you very much for
thank you very much.
Okay,
see you.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm back from Paris. I hope you enjoyed the little visit at Sam Records. And I must say that Fred Thomas is busy, but he's such a friendly person. It was really an absolute joy to talk to him. I hang around a little longer than the interview showed. We talked about other things also, and I shopped a little records, used records as well, and of course some of the Sam records I was missing. So the Sam records are not limited releases. They sell out occasionally, and some of them sell out fast, but they will come back in some time, sometimes month, sometimes longer. And that was one of the things that Fred also told me, that they're really struggling in the pressing business. He has some plans to do something about it and find someone to cooperate with. It's not so specific yet, but so maybe he'll get even better pressings in the future. I don't know. Some of the big obstructions was also of course finding the tapes, but even more, as I heard him, finding the images which could be used and was used for the releases. So it's not an easy task, but it succeeds. He succeeds very well. Okay, just a few words about the latest release. I think it's being shipped in the middle of May 2022. This Lester Young recording, and here we see the president. This was made in the beginning of March. It's a live recording, the beginning of March 1959. And also in this release is this 10-inch record here, which we can take out. And it's a 10-inch record with one tune on the one side and nothing on the other. So this is a blank side here. And this is the very last recording made by Lester Young. The very last recording of the great Lester Young, and as you might be able to see here, this was made on the 11th of March 59. Just after the recording was done, it's a studio recording. Just after it was done, Lester Young flew back to New York, and he had a heart attack a few days later. So he actually died on the 15th of March this year. So only 4 days after he made this recording. So it's a little bit sad historical document, but it's nice to have anyway. He's maybe not in top form on this compared to the live recording. He's a little bit tired, but it's a good recording as well, and the technical and visual quality is fantastic again. So I hope you enjoyed this little video about Sam Records. I can really recommend the releases which has been put out by Sam Records. I have a lot of them, not all of them, but I will keep looking, and I hope you will do the same. I ordered them directly from Sam Records, from the web shop, and I think that was what Sam Records and Fred Thomas would benefit most of, so you're welcome to do the same. I'll put the link in the description. If you're in Paris, I can recommend you to visit the shop. It's open on Friday and Saturdays. It's in which I have forgotten. It's Rue Taylor, 22 Rue Taylor. It's the 10th arrondissement in Paris, and it's easy to get to. So have a listen and have a visit if you have the time and the possibility. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. Thank you for your time.